Good evening, everybody. What's up? I am always pleased to welcome you back to Saturday night and welcome you back to Romhack Races. I hope you're doing well. Strap in. We've got a really fun level tonight, a collaboration level, no less, from Binavik and Kerr. This is going to be an interesting one. So we gotta go a whole 18 holes against Shooter McGavin here for week 186. If you haven't seen this before, this is Romhack Races. We have a freshly made Super Mario World Kaizo level every week. The racers have no idea what they're about to have to do. They're just going to have to improvise it. Consistency and maybe some really good sight reads and one-shots on some obstacles are going to win it. Length of longest section tonight, rated by our testers, 3 out of 10. Hardest trick to figure out, 6 out of 10. Hardest trick to execute, 6 out of 10, but there is a little bit of a disclaimer on the length. This is a sort of a different take. This is a marathon level, and there are multiple short sections. We rank the levels as from the length of the longest section. That's the metric that we're going on for that, and this level sort of skews that a little bit, so we had a disclaimer for the racers. Testers tonight, Dark9, SQL Infection, and Sojo have all given their time to test and rate this level and make sure it's going to be fun for everybody. I know it will be. And a big shout out, of course, to Fernap, Kelgand, and D4 on the website, of course, and Dr. No on the restream. Fernap and Kelgand doing scouting. We really, really appreciate it. I'm Glitch Cat. You probably, I don't know, I was around. I'll be giving you the play-by-play. And if you want to learn a little bit more about what we're doing here, romhackraces.com is the website for you. You can get this patch, play it for yourself, download the patch, check out the leaderboard, exclamation leaderboard in chat. There's not going to be one yet, but you can see that for any of the races we've had, and jump on our Discord server. You can talk shop with us, hang out and have some fun. For now, though, all you got to do is get comfy, sit back, relax, and we're going to go on a trip through this one. I'm excited to see this too. When I commentate these, I normally haven't played the level ahead of time. Sometimes I have. So this is going to be a trip for me. It kind of puts me in the racer's position, thinking it through with them. Again, consistency, one-shots. I'm sure you all have probably already heard this already. I'm just saying it for those that are new. Please feel free to ask questions while we go through if you want to learn a little bit more about what the heck is going on here. I'm told we have 18 tonight who have signed up. That's really cool. We had 8 at the last minute. And yeah, we do have actually racers who are going to have to take this on. Our scouts will be letting us know who to rotate in, who's making progress. But to start off, we got RB Pimlico here in the upper right, Halcyon in the upper right. I'm going to get my right from left. I'm going to figure that out someday. RB Pimlico, upper left. Halcyon, upper right. Mr. Mighty Mouse, lower left. B2DE, it goes in the square hole, which conveniently is located in the lower right. And we will be rotating folks in as the scouts let us know. And for now, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, wait, hang on. This might be fun. Ready? Go. Bring a little bit of like Super Monkey Ball or something to it. It's all in the hips. Have a good race. So we'll see what Kerr and binavik, am I saying that right? binavik have cooked up for us today. A series of short rooms here. RB Pimlico, Halcyon, Mr. Mighty Mouse, B2, already figuring out what is going on here. Really cool. It's the Kaizo 1 intro. And, oh, geez, out in front of them, what is this? A bullet launcher that seems to kind of track their movement. And you can see the room numbers over on the left, so we know they're in room number 1. Cool idea. The Bill launcher, B2, definitely getting the hang of it. Watch the lower right. Mr. Mighty Mouse as well, same spot. The bullet launcher has a little blue timer that looks like it's counting down. And whenever the blue meter goes to 0, it will fire a bullet. And that's how the racers are going to know. And it's just going to shoot that bullet on the horizontal. B2 with a little bit of progress. RB and Halcyon also. So yeah, needing to use this timer. This is where we learn. We're learning about the bullet timer here. Need to get up onto the wall and grab that red Koopa. Nice chill start for this. But keep in mind that 3 out of 10 longest section is a little bit deceptive with a level with a lot of short sections like this. Really cool take on a classic. Many Kaizo fans, I'm sure most of you may remember this obstacle that is being riffed on here in a cool way. Kaizo 1, the T Takamoto Kaizo 1 from 2007 with the classic intro starting Mario out in the pit with the bullets just kind of firing right into your face. I've always thought it was a really nice bit of level design to have Mario starts out in the pit of bullets, gets shot by the bullets, and then you finally figure out, okay, you can jump over them. And then on the other side, you need the bullets to get by. It does, it does look like perhaps it was ripped a little bit from Kaizo 1. In Kaizo 1's level, though, the background color here was blue. And Kerr and binavik have opted for this nice sort of tan. Here goes Mr. Mighty Mouse, lower left-hand corner. Most progress that we've seen so far. Oh, are we feeding a Yoshi? Smart reads. Mr. Mighty Mouse, yeah, using the bullet and hanging out here. Watching out for the... Ooh, that was a good attempt, though. Halcyon's turn in the upper right. Feeding the Yoshi seems to be the play. Halcyon's going to get their try at it. But Halcyon not making the same move, maybe thinking about it a little bit. Looks like they've arrived at the same conclusion, so now it's just like sort of hopscotch with the baseballs. I forgot what those things were called for a minute. You know, those round spherical things that Sportsman is throwing? What are those, oranges? Yo, ooh, Halcyon off the bullet. And all right, there it is. Halcyon into room 2 with a really nice read at the end. That's the value of one-shots. And they're tough to get. Falls can happen to anybody. Tough to get, but there's that one-shot making good work for Halcyon. So this is really cool. I see what's going on here. This is pretty cool. The second section, cannon is now below the player and firing lava lotuses? Yeah, those are lava lotuses. Oh, am I a little bit ahead of everyone? Well, I don't want to spoil. That may be on Dr. No's end. I will get that sorted out. I won't spoil anything. But check out RB Pimlico in the upper left, doing some vague things that might be related to a win. Well, I don't know. No, it's not a blame. My hard drive recently borked on me, and that messed with a lot of my settings. I would imagine that Doc could put a little bit of delay on my Voice RB Pimlico. Good try. We'll get it. We'll get it sorted out here. Meanwhile, thanks for letting us know. Enjoy the race. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna trust that our pal Dr. No on it. Meanwhile, Louis Douce, second section. Halcyon, second section. Mr. Mighty Mouse trying to get out of the first. RB Pimlico trying to get out of the first. All right, I won't react for like a second. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Halcyon, though, with big progress. Upper right-hand corner. Mr. Mighty Mouse in the pipe, though, putting the pressure on for the second section. Wait, we have someone new to blame. Wait, chat, we have someone new to blame. It's Twitch. It's Twitch being Twitch. I think Twitch is giving us the runaround a little bit tonight, because now you in chat were reacting a little bit ahead of me. We have got 4 racers though, all in the second section. Louis Douce, Halcyon, Mr. Mighty Mouse, RB Pimlico, Mr. Mighty Mouse with big time progress. Halcyon trying their best. Oof. Sorry, I'm occasionally Twitch is getting us tonight. I'm occasionally getting the purple screen on my rebroadcast, so I have to actually sit that out. Halcyon though, I've got Halcyon. Everybody else coming back in here. Okay, no major progress to speak of, but everybody working hard. Louis Douce making moves. Halcyon, Mr. Mighty Mouse. So what is going on here? Second section. Upward firing cannon. Shooting lava lotuses. That's the official name of that. Check the manual. You can spin jump off lava lotuses as well as pokies, but you also have to watch out for the pollen that the lava lotuses throw out, and that just kind of rains down. It has a small hitbox like the baseball chuck baseballs, and just trying to kind of wait out the timer, move and synchronize yourself with the firing of the cannon. I saw that. I did. Yeah, that's very, very kind. Kern Binavik numbering the sections so that we know what section everybody's on. It's easy to keep up with. Always really appreciate that little quality of life. But yeah, watching out, spin jump surfing, and the main thing here is watching the shot timer on the cannon. Notice again, the blue bar goes down all the way, and then it's empty, and when it's empty, it fires. Ka-chur! And then it reloads, and it does it again. So getting a sense of that rhythm and timing, and making sure that you're jumping right at the moment where it's going to be shooting a lava lotus up is the kind of the main trick here. This is a really good level for consistency. I was looking at Halcyon screen and I almost said Consistion. Yeah, that's what they call it, Halcyon on his home planet. But it's a good level for consistency because there's a lot of timing intervals, and you can almost think of it like music. There's almost a BPM, right? The cannon is firing at a particular knowable frequency at a BPM. And if you can kind of sync yourself up with that, that's a good way to think about how to sort of arrange yourself in this level and get moving. There's a lot of consistent timings. Thinking about the obstacles in terms of BPM is a really good way to kind of help yourself out here. And it seems like that's going to be a valuable skill. So we'll see how that plays out for everybody. Looks like the last obstacle here, really throwing everybody for a loop. Halcyon trying to get up and get that key. And then we're going to need to, yeah, all the racers can see, they need to stand on the key to be able to get in the pipe. So they can see that they need to get that key over to those yellow outlined square blocks. Those aren't solid for Mario, but they will be solid for the key, and that's how they'll be able to get in the pipe. So you just have to be able to get the key and chuck it over there, but easier said than done. That has an interesting question. Does getting pushed off the top kill you? It looks like there's a little bit of room up there, but it wouldn't really put you in a favorable spot anyway, so you'd probably die as a result of just sort of being up there. But it does look like they have a little bit of off-screen room to move, which is actually a good thing. I think, in level design. Even though you instinctively know that you ought, well, something might kill me up here, it's still nice to be able to have that extra inch. I think when it comes to ceilings, rather give an inch or a block than take an inch. But that is something I've learned over time. That's not necessarily, I don't know. Different hacks challenge different things. That's just like my opinion, man. Oh, I wanted to point out, too, this soundtrack. Put your favorite jam emotes. This soundtrack, very nice here. Is this, this is 3D World, is it not? I think this is 3D World. Yo, watch out! Hey, let's find out. What's up? Whoa, Revelug. Holy cow! This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, please direct all your attention to the lower left-hand corner of the screen where Revelug is currently kicking butt. Oh, no, I wanted to see that more. That was so cool. Wait, go back to that section. That was so cool. No, go back. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Was that the one-shot? That may have been a one-shot on the section. Amazing. You hardly ever see those. That may be one of the first. One of the first in Romhack race history. I think we've had some one-shot checkpoint sections. Never a one-shot level, but I'd say maybe, what, less than 5 one-shot checkpoints in Romhack race history? That is impressive. Great reads. Revelug is moving on to that other section. This is very cool. The cannon is now going to shoot parabeetles here in room number 4. Revelug pulling way out ahead. That Goomba cannon room was really big. Really big progress. And now you'll see, we saw it a little bit at the beginning, Halcyon getting into the second room, and now Revelug pulling ahead. The value of a one-shot, or a two-shot if you can manage it. Halcyon, nicely done with a little backwards key drop. Yes! All right, my favorite section. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I really, really, really like this. I mean, what's to explain here? The cannon, it's constantly shooting Goombas. You can, like, levitate with them. When you spin jump and you land on an enemy, your downward momentum is stopped for the duration of your killing of the enemy. And I know that sounds really silly and really strange, but I use the verb poof, to poof. When you spin jump on an enemy, you poof it. And it makes that little poof graphic and sound effect, and it goes poof. That's the sound effect. That's what it sounds like. During that poof, you are not moving down. And that's how you can kind of surf around like that. Expertly done, Halcyon. You see that spin jump trick in the second section here with the Super Koopas, and you see it a lot in sections where they make you like spin jump on a row of shells in order to get through a little tiny horizontal gap. That is also that spin jump momentum stoppage at work. So Revelug now with some competition here on the fourth room, but really good. That was great. Wow. The strats here are really, really good. Oh, geez. Oh, and RB Pimlico almost with the key. They've got the play for it. Man, it does. It is like a TI-83 calculator game. Shoutouts to anybody who played like Block Dude or Mario 3 on the old TI calculators. Used to be a sort of a black market for those back in school. Also, if anybody has any questions or anything, if I didn't explain something or you want to learn a little bit more about how Mario World hacking works or what's going on here, no dumb questions, even if it's like just about the fundamentals, please feel free to ask if I have not clarified some terminology or something. Unbeknownst to us, D to the fourth coded every single TI game in her spare time. One Tuesday afternoon in May. RB Pimlico, let's go. All right, best section. Room number 3. This is the greatest. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at him go. So it's Halcyon Revelug working with these Parabeetles. You will probably know Parabeetles from Mario 3. They were not in the original, they were not in Vanilla Mario World, but they were in Mario 3. We use them in strange ways in Mario World. Not really strange, just more variety. But the whole idea of the Parabeetle, Revelug going for the pipe, they got it. Nicely done. Moving on. So Revelug keeping their experience. That little bit of experience they had on Halcyon is maintaining an edge for them here. Goombas in the next section. Wait, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something. I was right in the middle of saying something, and I forgot. How's Mallow the cat? He's good. He's doing good. Oh, yeah. Parabeetles. They sink a little bit when you first land on them. The initial moment of jumping, when you contact them, they sink down. And then after that, they start to rise up. For those that aren't familiar, that's the general vibe of Parabeetles. If you want them to go lower, repeatedly jumping on them. It's like you bonk them a little bit, and they're like, oof, but then they struggle to carry your weight and pick you up and take you along. That's how I've always thought of it. Is there a way to get out of the dungeon without using the wizard key? So listen, I know what the t-shirt says, but what you can do is you can buy one of those Mega Slurpees at the oh, you know, that convenience store. I think it's Quick Run, something like that. Anyway, I forget the name of it. It's in the manual. Look it up. You buy the Mega Slurpee and you take it to the ogre on the 4th floor, right? The ogre loves the grape flavor, and you get that clue because there's grapes adorning the walls of his chamber, right? And otherwise, the ogre will just always kill you. But if you give it the Slurpee, it will let you through the secret passageway, and that's how to get out. Revelug, though, look at this. Revelug, lower left-hand corner. Watch out. One jump away with these Goomba cannons. I like this Goomba cannon, and they have got to hit an up pipe. I like the safety, too. Just hanging out, waiting for the moment. Get the timing. Oh, they had it. They had it. Did Louis just one-shot the Goombas? They are moving through. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit, getting some purple screens tonight on the restream window that I'm watching. That's kind of on Twitch's end, and it causes me to miss some things. Sorry about that. But we got Louis Duce working on the Parabeetles, Halcyon on the Parabeetles, RB Pimligo on the Parabeetles, and Revelug just needs to get out of here. This is really big for Revelug right now. This is a great level to talk about one-shots and consistency. I was like, oh, haven't heard that before ever from Glitch Cat. But it is the dynamic interplay in a Romhack race level like this, especially a sight read. Way more so for sight reads. There it is, Revelug with the pipe. We got Cape, and oh, geez, it shoots thwomps. It shoots thwomps. We're flying and avoiding thwomps. Now, they do drop like regular thwomps. So a couple basic Cape skills here. Slowdown is enabled. Looks like turnaround is also enabled. So fly and avoid the thwomps. Consistency. It's an interesting... The reason I'm hung up on that is because that is the dynamic interplay that is going on during a Romhack race. There are two things that could win the game at any moment for anyone. A clutch one-shot or two-shot, one-shot on an obstacle to get knowledge or to get a little farther ahead, or simple consistency. And who uses what and what sort of blend, right, is very interesting to me. It's interesting because you see the difference in styles come out, and you see, in this race in particular, let's take this for example, Halcyon, one shot for the first checkpoint second section and got out ahead a little bit. But had a little bit of a rougher time on the second section, and now they've caught up and they're hanging out with the pack, including Louis and RB Pimlico. Revelug got to the section, got to the Parabeetle section just a couple of tries. What was that? Maybe 10 deaths? 15, 20-ish deaths? Just ahead of Halcyon. But now they've managed to use consistency at those sections to leverage that small amount of a lead into a bigger lead. And so now the game is to catch Revelug. And remember, there's other racers who aren't on screen right now who the scouts will let us know they're doing a great job. Thanks, scouts. We like you. I like you. Sorry, that sounds kind of corny, but we really do appreciate it. Thank you, scouts, for helping us out. we will now see, right? Now the game is to catch this. So how is that going to be done? Well, any other racer is going to draw on exactly that same thing, consistency or one-shots. At any moment, in any situation where that could turn on for them, will switch up the dynamic of the race. So it makes these kind of sight read Kaizo races very interesting because it's never over till it's over, and the tide could change for anybody at any moment. There really isn't, especially in a longer level like this. It's weird, but there isn't really an insurmountable lead from anyone. Very rarely does someone just completely and utterly run away with it without at least a few people on their heels. Great job tonight, too. You know, while we're hanging out, we're floating through the sky. It's a lovely day. They look like they're all in the same section. It's a lovely day. I want to give shout-outs again. This level is called Shooter McGavin. You see it on the screen. Kerr and binavik. Yeah, can we please give them a big round of applause? They made the shooter sprite. Excellent job. This is really cool. Has a lot of utility. Really versatile gameplay going on here. Great level. Check it out on romhackraces.com if you want to get this patch and play it for yourself. There's still time if you want to think you can win the race with a 20-minute head start for all the racers. Thanks for the subs too, everybody. Really appreciate that. All your subs and bits and such like that go right back into the Romhack Race community, so we can continue to kind of fund some of the things like our server costs and commission stuff from folks in our community, like art and emotes and stuff. And yeah, again, if you'd like to ask any questions or anything, you know, even if it's just about Super Mario World in general, I'd like this to be a welcoming place for new players or fans, new people to the Kaizo community. If you want to learn, please feel free to ask. That is super cool. Just want to let you know you're invited, and you know, don't have to feel shy about that. Why did Mario's feet become near invulnerable because of spinning? Maybe I don't understand the question. When you're in the cape state and your cape is puffed out like that and you hit something, instead of just injuring you, basically the game treats being in that cape poofed out state as like a power-up kind of. And when you touch something in that state, you will get iframes. And is that what you're asking? These are created by other people. That's correct. They are created especially for the race, so that we can have a fresh level every week, and the racers have never seen it. So they just have to sight read and take on whatever challenge, whatever mystery challenge we've got. Oh, as far as the lore of why Mario's shoes are safe when he's spinning, I don't know. I don't really know. I have a hunch though that the spin jump is, as we know, very powerful in Mario World. You can most enemies, if you land on them with a spin jump, most enemies will not hurt you. And you do that little spin jump bounce. I have a hunch that the spin jump being OP in Mario World is kind of similar to the cape being OP, in that they wanted to make the game easy for regular players. You know, they just really wanted to give you a lot of OP moves so that you could get through the challenges and do it in a lot of different ways, have some fun. You know, this is 1990s Nintendo. They're still trying to make a fun, chill environment, and I have a hunch that that's why spin jump surfing is a thing at all. We take it in Kaizo and make it into something very difficult, but I think its intent in the real game is to just help the player. Our saw is too hard, spin jump on them. Now they won't hurt you anymore. Oh, yo, some insider info. Yeah, Revelug. Moon is a really good hack. I would really recommend it. Take a little tour of the solar system. But yeah, I didn't know that. Revelug has been speedrunning Moon lately by Kerr, who's made half the collaborated on the levels, so that may be part of the advantage. So yeah, what do we got? Revlug. There's still a race going on. Everyone's just kind of, these levels are like, there's not really a lot to explain moment to moment, except for Revlug. Oh, you hate to see it. They did their best on that one. So keep your eyes on the lower left-hand corner with Revlug still making big progress here. Cape is tricky. I think this is, what, the third week in a row that we've seen at least a Cape section. So, you know, get the hint here. Work on your Cape fundamentals. We could do a whole TED Talk about Cape and the way that it works. We're still, our bravest Cape scientists are still hard at work discovering new and diabolical ways to use this primitive and strange power-up. But we're seeing a couple of good examples here, bouncing off the note blocks with the cape puffed out to get a little bit of a lift. And that big dive, oh, nice try. We could indeed, Mr. Mighty Mouse, gaining some cape experience, speedrunning. Let's give up. Almost forgot the name of that hack. TJB as well. I don't know if TJB is racing tonight. Right now, it's Louis Duce, Halcyon, RB Pimlico battling it out with the Parabeetles while Revlug tries to deal with the currents. Did you know, this is completely unrelated. I don't mean to go off on tangents here while there's big-time gamers doing races, but I read something on Reddit the other day that was actually interesting for once. I know, amazing, right? It was something like, some thread about, like, what's a cool thing about your job that nobody knows. I like reading those because I like info. And did you know that hot air balloon pilots, like, navigate and fly their balloon around? Because you can only go up and down, right? Oh, Revlug, come on. I didn't want to curse. I didn't want to commentate or curse. But in a hot air balloon, you can only go up and down, right? So hot air balloon pilots know all the air currents. Like, at different elevations, the air currents are different. And if you go up like 20 feet, the air is blowing this way. And if you go up 20 more feet, it's blowing this way or whatever. And so they get really good at reading where the stratified air currents are. And that's how they drive their hot air balloon around. Just by going up or down into a current that will be going in the direction they want. Revel. 7 racers on the Parabeetles, 1 on Goomba Cannon, 8 on Lotus, 2 on Room 1. This is good. This is good stuff. I like the air theme tonight. A lot of diving in this Cape section, and that can be really tricky, especially in a tight gap like this. Being able to dive, swoop down accurately at the right moment, and then pull back up at the right moment. In a, what's that? Looks like a 3-tile. I kind of like that. This is a. We're kind of hanging out here for a little while. Sometimes there's a lot of progress, but I like the accumulation of skill that's happening right now. Watch out though. Talk about accumulation of skill. Yo, Nathan MG, moving on. They are working on the Goomba Cannon. I don't know how to describe these sections. Room number 5, past the Parabeetles, working on the Goomba Cannon section. This is fun because they like scoot the Paragoombas like scoot over to the right. They're very floaty. It's like silly to try to catch them. It looks fun actually, like silly in a fun way. Yo, what's up, upper right? Hey, all right, we got progress now. People are breaking through. Mr. Mighty Mouse and Stu. Did not mean to rhyme that. Unintentional rhyme. We got Mr. Mighty Mouse, Stu, Nathan MG, room number 5. Oh, is that Revlug on room number, 7? Well, I looked away because so much other progress was being made. Revlug finally got that dive into the pipe. And 2, yeah, wow, a whole room ahead. Revlug, an entire Cape section ahead right now. And room number 7, this is so cool. Wow, this sprite is so neat. Oh, I'm loving this. I like a good versatility. That always really is fun, I think, in level design, Mario World, everything like that. Just video game in general. Versatility is cool. And to go through a fun little roundup of all these different ideas for this shooter sprite, very cool. Very fun. I'm not even playing, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun too. Thanks for making Romhack Races an exciting part of your Saturday evening. If you're having a good time, gently tap the follow button. Don't knock it over. Those cost money to replace. They're made in a one particular monastery out of a particular foam rubber. It's complicated, but just give it a gentle tap. Come back and hang out on Saturday nights. The race is not even over yet, though, so I don't know what I'm trying to talk about next week. Jank Pickle and Halcyon working on the Paragoombas as well, making it through. Paragoombas making it through the Parabeetles. A lot of para going on here. Everybody's got a parachute but me. I wish I had a parachute. It'd be fun. Oh, I just learned something about this level, and I think Revelug did too. The coins. These coins aren't just here for no reason. Wow, that's really nifty. These coins aren't here for no reason. They cause a bullet to shoot. Touching a coin will cause the shooter to fire. That is pretty cool. So Revelug gonna have to do a little bit of brain. I can see why the testers rated these high. It's 6 out of 10 and the hardest trick to figure out. I'm not sure which trick in particular that was, but I can see why it got the rating that it did. Definitely some brain work here to figure out some of these setups. Stu moving on to room number 6. Oh no, I got purple screened on Revelugs. Sorry, sorry y'all. This happens frequently tonight. Twitch is twitching on us. Mr. Mighty Mouse though, trying to get for that up hype. Again, the calm, chill strats. I like that. I support that. I approve of this. Just wait for the right moment. If you can, and you know you could bail out, or you know you could wait a couple cycles to just be safe, just do it. Just wait. Revelug, sorry, I'm getting purple screened tonight while I'm looking at this restream window. Revelug making it through, apparently doing something awesome, and my apologies, I didn't even shout it out. I was stuck in a purple screen. Moving on, Revelug kicking butt here right now. A substantial lead. Uh-oh. Do you still you still hear me? Okay, well, now it's a radio time race. Welcome back to the one and only Romhack Races on the radio. Brought to you by Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard and Clancy's Corrugated Cardboard. For everything square and boring, choose Clancy's Corrugated Cardboard. It's the only cardboard. Well, that's a lie. It's one of many cardboards, and there's really no reason to choose it. So I don't really know why I work here at Clancy's Corrugated Cardboard, where you can get corrugated cardboard out there. But we back. All right, you know, Twitch is, they're a thing. It's a collection of tubes and wires and buttons. Hey, we're in time. Mr. Mighty Mouse with that very smooth dive into that up pipe, really closing the gap right now. And there it was. Someone in chat mentioned Cape section helping Mr. Mighty Mouse catch up. Here's where consistency and one-shots are really, really, really having a cool interplay, right? We've seen Revelug with a good amount of progress, but folks are closing that gap with more consistency at certain sections. So it's not a safe position up in the front, and that's a very cool thing about Romhack Races. Like I said, there really aren't any safe leads if the other racers can turn on the skills. Revelug, though, still looking pretty good here. Room number 8, and what's the shoot now? Winged platforms. Cannon is now firing winged platforms at us. As Mr. Mighty Mouse learning about the coins. Stu and Halcyon flying through the air. Oh, wait, are we using... Aha. I think we're using coins in this section. So this is pretty cool. So yeah, so now that Revelug has learned that coins can power up the charger, Halcyon through the up pipe. Now that we learned about coins powering up the charger, now we have to get the coin in every instance in order for that cannon to fire the platform that they need to get through. There's a lot of like, you need this to get the other thing, to get this thing, to get the first thing kind of thing going on in Kaizo. But the gap is narrowing with a lot of other racers jumping in on room 7. And this is another chance, again, with Revelug getting close to the end. So Revelug knows all of room 8. They know how to do it. They know the gimmick. They know the moves. They just have to fit it all in, right? They should be out of here in a minute or so with this consistency that they've got going on. What is going to win the day here? Is Revelug going to get held up too long, or is someone else going to continue to close that gap, and now they're going to be on the same room? Plus, the racers don't know actually how many more rooms there are to go. Yo, let's give a big shout out, Dr. No, for helping us out. There have been some twitcheries tonight. I think with the holiday weekend and all, we have a volunteer staff here who are really kind and giving their time and energy to make these races happen for everybody. You all in chat are being great and super kind too. I appreciate that. I'm not saying this to like, you know, get down. But can we get some behind the scenes mod helper appreciation? We're dealing with some technical issues tonight. I think on everybody's end on Twitch, racers, stock, scouts, everybody. So thanks for hanging out, and please put some hype in the chat for everyone behind the scenes. You hear my silly voice talking about Mustard and old cartoon shows, and Revelug getting to room number 9. Nicely done. Good reads. And, you know, there are a lot of people working behind the scenes to bring it to you. Mr. Mighty Mouse, yo, watch out. Room number 8. Halcyon. Why is Halcyon at the beginning? I saw their stream loaded, and now they're at the beginning again. Did Halcyon crash? Oh no. That's rough. You know, what is the luck tonight, man? What is the luck tonight? Seriously, is this Wacky Wednesday on Saturday? Can we all wear goofy hats to work and play polka music on the intercom or something? What? Yeah, no. You know what? Honestly, I still think that Halcyon is totally in this race. You know, if Halcyon has shown us one thing, is that they're a very good, talented, and consistent player. They might be able to make it back faster than you think. What a gamer. Revelug still, though, with the lead. Hanging on to it, though. Nathan MG not too far behind. Stu, Mr. Mighty Mouse, also very close. Mr. Mighty Mouse right now is getting to be a pretty big threat. But Revelug managed to make it. No way! It's it! Wait. But wait. But what about there's a gap there. Mario, watch out! Whoa. What's all this then? Well, I actually don't know what was going on there. So I guess we'll all find out together. Denied. And that's how the game of Kaizo Mario is played. Now, here's the thing, though. That's big knowledge, right? Every other racer is going to be presented with that same situation, and they're not going to know. They're going to have to uncover it. But Revelug having no trouble getting back in this room with the... this cannon now shoots... Let me see if I've got this. Chucks on a fireball. The D to the 4th sprite stack with Chucks on a fireball. And the Chucks are bounceable, and the fireball just kind of bops around all over the place. Here it is, though. Yo, Mr. Mighty Mouse. Good skills. Now tied. Now we've got the tie on room 8. And look at that. See how... the really good cape room The fast cape room really made up for a lot of difference there. Nathan MG trying to cape it. Stu getting close to the pipe. So could this be the upset right now? Now keep in mind, presumably, Mr. Mighty Mouse is going to have to learn the same thing that Revelug just learned. And here's Revelug's chance, lower left. They don't know either. Oh, okay. I get what they were trying to do. Yeah, but not it. Interesting. We'll see if this has repercussions for the podium here. 40 minutes in, and these racers are still going. No clears yet. Oh, hold the phone. Yo, Mr. Mighty Mouse and Revelug. Same section. Mr. Mighty Mouse. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my word. Revelug for the win. That is... wow. What a finish. Wow. Wow. Textbook Romhack race. Very good play. Mr. Mighty Mouse damn near pulled the comeback off. And I think they will. They're set for a really solid second place. But Revelug, it took the knowledge. Notice that. Notice how what it came down to was the fact that Revelug was a little bit farther ahead and had a little bit more knowledge. They got that knowledge first. They didn't even capitalize on the knowledge. But both of them got shot into that situation. And it's, what is it, the difference between one-shots and consistency? You build up consistency with knowledge, or you react in the moment. That's anybody's race there. Mr. Mighty Mouse could have easily had that. It can be anybody's game on any day, right? Sometimes you react, and sometimes you have the knowledge, and sometimes you don't. So, well played, Revelug, with the win. Good job. That was very well done. GG, and first place tonight. Exemplary Romhack race action. We still got a race, though. We're looking for the podium. Mr. Mighty Mouse, our current leader. Stu, not getting into the pipe, I'm afraid. Jank Pickle, lower left, make that Louis Douce. Nathan MG, about to try for the dive. Nice. Nathan, moving on. Nathan actually placed really well last week, and I'm impressed that their skills have come a long way. Yeah, last week Nathan got second, so we could be seeing a repeat of that. But Mr. Mighty Mouse may have something to say about it. Now, second try in the upper left. Oh, good thought, though. Nah, good thought, though. I think they know they're toast, but I see what they were trying to think about. They knew, yeah, they knew they were toast on that. Good try, though. Mr. Mighty Mouse in the lead right now, and here it is again, the knowledge. So if any other racer gets to that part first, they are going to have to either react and get it right the first time, or they, gonna have to gain the knowledge. I hope you're all doing well, feeling comfy tonight. While we're hanging out, feel free to check out romhackraces.com if you want to learn a little bit more about this or play this awesome level for yourselves. You can download the patch. Not the ROM, the patch. Get your own ROM. Hey, quit freeloading. Get your own ROMs. But put the patch on it. Turns into this level. And you can play it for yourselves. It's a heckin' lot of fun. If you want to volunteer, sign up, or just hang out on the Discord with us and talk shop, you can do all that on the website. Mr. Mighty Mouse, there it is. Okay, now for the read in the end. Upper left-hand corner. Nice. Very well played. And that's a second. Nicely done. It was that really clutch cape room. And there it is. And let this be an example. Look at how the really fast cape room just played so well for them in this race in a competitive kind of setting. So well. They used that to make up a lot of time, where a lot of other, on average, racers had to struggle with that a little bit more. that helped them out so much. Louis Duce, though, in the pipe looking for a third right now. Super Mike in the upper left, and Stu and Nathan still working on the coins. This has been a wonderful example of just what I consider to be like a textbook Romhack race, because of that interplay. Because it comes down to, if you can't get the one shot, get the consistency, and if you have the skill, get the one shots. It's fun. It's fun stuff. I'm glad you're having fun too. Yeah, that is true. I guess I could talk a little bit about that. Good call, Doc. So when we have testers that play these levels ahead of time, so that we know what's about to be shown, and we have worked up a system a while ago that ranks the levels ahead of time, so the potential racers will see these 3 rankings, and so that's so they can have some kind of an idea about what they're in for. This has proven to be a great system, because in the past you would just sign up and hope that you got a level that you could deal with. If you wanted hard levels, you got easy levels. That's really not as much fun. And if you were expecting an easy level and got something difficult, then too late for you. Mr. Mighty Mouse, so thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. GG. Second place tonight. Very well played with the very, very clutch cape room that really helped out position a lot. GG. That's podium. Still looking for third. We got Super Mike, Stu, Louis Duce, Nathan, MG. Yo, Halcyon, upper left-hand corner. What's that, room number 8? Yeah, 8. It's Halcyon, Louis Duce, Stu on room 8, and Nathan MG on 7. But as I was saying, we have testers who rank the levels, rate them, and we have 3 categories. Length of longest section, hardest trick to figure out, and hardest trick to execute. And these 3 metrics, actually, time has shown they work pretty well for describing what you're generally in for with a Kaizo. It doesn't say what kind of skills you might need, what kind of trolls there might be, or anything like that, but it gives you an idea of the general vibe and difficulty. And those are just important general things to know. In this case, the length of longest section is a bit misleading, because these sections are relatively short, but there are a lot of them. And so you could see that and misinterpret the ratings. And so we have added the marathon tag for levels. And marathon levels will specifically be levels like this, which don't fit in that normal rating of length. Because a lot of people have taken, like for example, 100 rooms of enemies could be considered like a marathon level, any of those 100 rooms of kinds of things. Also, yo, direct your attention to Nathan MG in the lower right. Look at that strat. Amazing. They're the only one I've seen go for that strat, and that really worked out. Spin jumping and just creating a constant flow of bullets as they scoot down there into the pipe. That was really sharp. Nicely done. So that's why the marathon tag is here. It's to denote, break on through. That would have, that'd be another one where it's just a series of smaller rooms. But if you're interested in racing, we do post the difficulty rankings ahead of time, so that people can make an informed decision Some people like hard levels, some people like shorter, easier levels or whatever. We try to split it up every now and then. We can't have all of one type. And we like to, the makers make what they feel comfortable with. So we like that free expression kind of jam. So that's why the rankings, and that's where the marathon tag fits in. Did you do that? I didn't catch that. Okay, so there's not the only person to do the spin in the coin room. Oh, that was the intended strat. Oh, well, then everyone's wrong. Then there were 2 people that were right about it, and everyone's wrong. In retrospect, it makes sense. Yo, is that room 9, Louis Duce? Or wait, they were in room 9. Wait, no. Wait, they did. Thanks for numbering the rooms. That's what I'm trying to say. Nothing's free in Kaizo. Nothing. Louis Duce, oh my word, the read's right now, though. Louis with a shot at it. With a shot to learn some knowledge. So far, no one-shots on the ending, but that, I feel, is kind of by design. Oh, I'm glad everybody's having fun tonight. Louis, look at this consistency. Going to the moon. Louis returning to their home planet. Oh, yeah, really creative level tonight. I'll pipe for Stu. Moving on to room 9. Looking for 3rd place on the podium. Louis Duce, though, with this consistency, I get purple screened. Well, if Louis does something cool, I hope they do something cool. I got purple screened. That's the issue. It's alright, though. Double. Alright, thank you, chat. Oh, no, I totally saw that. Louis, denied. Twice denied. Going on for another try. Oh, missing the keyhole. Terrible shame. You hate to see it. Again, that's knowledge, though. Yeah, that's knowledge. Well, it's been 3rd time's the charm for everybody so far. Louis Duce set to repeat the process. Oh, hey, yo. Nathan, trying for a weird strat at the end of room number 8. I don't... Wait. Okay, yeah, Nathan understands about the coins. They like, avoided the coin. Louis! What the... I didn't want to curse it! But you gotta like, get the key. If you got good keys and you got a lock, you put the key in the lock, then you open the door. I thought we all understood this. Louis just styling on us now. Jeez. That's gonna give RB Pimlico a shot here. Look out, Louis. You gotta get a move on. RB Pimlico moving on to room 9. Louis Duce, again. Once again. They thrice denied him. Will this be it? Louis, here we go. Yeah! Got him. Thrice times the charm. Good job, Louis. And that's the third time for third place. Solid sub-hour. That's our podium. But hang out. We're here to support all the racers. Go and follow some racers if you want to hang out on their channels and get some more Kaizo in your life. Stu about to learn an important lesson about ledges and getting too close to them. Nathan, though, moving on. Nathan now. What's that? Room 8. Again, yo, I want to give a shout out for the hack Moon. Moon is really cool, really fun and smooth. If you haven't played it and you like this style of level design, you want to play more from this maker, check out Moon. You might have some fun. Stu back again in the pipe, but across the finish line. That gives RB Pimlico a chance. And they are also going to learn an important lesson about cliffs and not getting too close to them. There's a lot of learning, yeah. A lot of learning here tonight. Doing the Blue Book essay questions on Kaizo. Like that QLDC level. Chat, what game is this music from? I can't place it. I know I've even played the game. It's a Mario game. Is it Galaxy? Okay. Alright. Thanks. It was driving me bonkers. It was on the tip of my tongue. Like I've literally played this game and I just cannot think of it. Ah yes, Galaxy theme from Maker 2. RB Pimlico for the up pipe, for the win. What have you learned? Oh no, that's actually a good thought though. I see what they were going for. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good thought. Yeah, unfortunately that didn't work out. I think what they wanted there was to throw the key in front of themselves so that when they touched the goal tape and walked, instead of walking off the edge, they would walk into the key and it would stop them. Unfortunately, keys are sprites and will disappear when you touch the goal tape. If you're holding them, they turn into a power or a 1-up or something. And if you're not holding them, just like any other sprite, they just turn into a coin. That's a good thought, though. That was perfectly correct up until it wasn't. Good thought, wrong answer. Back again, though. RB Pimlico and Stu for the sync. Could we get the synced win? Oh my gosh, photo finish. RB Pimlico gets it, though. Nicely done. I really like that. So the cannon shoots a keyhole, which is a sprite, stacked on a bullet. So technically a keyhole stack is a sprite stack. Because keyholes are sprites. Come on, everybody knows that. Sheesh. You didn't learn that in Kaizo class? We got Halcyon, Stu, Nathan, B2, DE, room 9s all around. Oh, sorry, B2 on room 8. Yo, GG, RB Pimlico, well played. Harias, how's everybody doing tonight? How are you feeling? Glad you're hanging out. Nice to be a part of this. Nathan MG, holy moly, that was fast. And they're going to learn an important lesson. Stu for the win. Got it. GG. The old Keyhole on a bullet trick. We got Halcyon, Super Mike, Nathan MG, B2, DE. A lot of accidental rhyming going on tonight. Nathan for the up pipe, though. What have we learned? Ah, I see what they're trying. A lot of folks seem to think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know for a fact that's what they're thinking. But a lot of folks go to throw the key in front of themselves like they're gonna stop themselves. A lot of people mistaking a key for not being a sprite. I hope that if that's your takeaway from this race tonight, if that's what you learn, then you'll be better off for it. Keys are not sprites. Or no, wait, now I'm trying to fool you. They are sprites. Keys are not going to stop you. The test next week. Oh, sorry, we had to bump that up. It's now today. B2. Nathan, no. Stop, come back. Don't walk off that edge. It's a trick. There was one other thing you had to do. No. Halcyon, trying for the up pipe. Watch out, no. Halcyon, no. Get away. Come back. Well, we're doing a heckin' learn. Nathan MG, what have we learned? Halcyon Jank Pickle B2, also doing learning. Nicely done, yo, Nathan. Not to be denied. Just a little bit of learning. Then you know. Then you can keep on going with your lives. GG, Nathan MG. A solid win. And that brings back Super Mike in the lower left. Oh, Super Mike, wait. Wait, come back. Wait. Wait, come back. Yo, Nathan, thank you for the raid. Good job. Well played. What's with these rhymes? It's all happening all the times. Yo, once again, for folks that might have joined us a little bit after the fact, this is Romhack Races. If you've never been here, we race freshly made Super Mario World at Kaizo levels every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. The racers don't know what's up, but the testers do. And we do these every week. We put the races on. People come and watch them. It's always a good time. If you have any questions, don't feel silly. Just feel free to ask. Yo, thanks for that gift sub too, Kerr. Have some. I was gonna say have some cats, but that's my stream thing. Have some great Romhack Race emotes. They combo really well with all your favorite streamers' emotes. They're made kind of designed for that purpose. Use them if you want. They're very fun. And all your subs and bits and things go back into Romhack Races. Halcyon getting the key and putting it back into the key lock from whence it came. You know, it's the only way to destroy it. It was a long walk to get here. There was no fast food stops on the way. GG, Halcyon. Well played. A tough level tonight. Tough one tonight from Kerr and binavik. It is Germ Dove, Jank Pickle, Super Mike, B2, and me and you. So I hope you're all having a nice weekend. We're about an hour in. We schedule about 2 hours for these broadcasts. If you have any questions or anything, again, feel free to ask. There's only so much play-by-play I can give on exactly the same obstacles. So at a certain point, we're all hanging out, having a good time. I hope you're comfy and just feeling good tonight. Getting a chance to relax. What's on your mind, chat? What are you playing? What's new? What new hacks or tickle your fancy? Chambo World. I've seen a lot of folks playing that one. I did that. I got through that the other day. A solid choice. Yeah, it seems like one of those hacks that folks have kind of got onto as a solid speedrun. So I'm hoping for some good optimizations. Don't forget, slow fall minimization. If you can not float your jump, if you can cut your jump a little bit, only use slow fall exactly where and when you want to. And just by doing that, economy of slow fall, you'll save yourself some seconds. Maybe only doing it once will only get you a third of a second or something, right? But if you find 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 instances of that, it's like picking up fractional monies. It's like that scheme from Office Space. We all love Office Space, right? Germdove loves that up pipe. Germdove loves the up pipe. Getting in there, though, and making their way to room number 7. Tunic. I have heard of it, yes. I have heard of it, but I tried to read the reviews, and I didn't speak the language. Ooh, yo, Jank Pickle, Cat Haver extraordinaire. Can they get the save on the... No. Yeah, looks like the free coin room turned into a little bit more of a puzzle than one might imagine. I'll be real though, I didn't really think of the spin jump strat either, right? I'm supposed to be the commentator here, and I didn't even think of that. So I think if it were me, I would be having the same experience. I don't know, maybe it would occur to you after a minute, but this is a relatable situation that these racers find themselves in. Germdove, look at excuse me. Looking off to the left there for some secrets and treasures. Maybe a mysterious door of some kind. B2 looking for the exit. Jank Pickle looking for a platform. Nice. Ooh, yeah, good recovery. Solid recovery there. B2. Oh! Depending on where and when that cannon shoots, it can affect the fireball position a little bit. That's why grabbing the coin at the right moment is important. Well, thanks for making Romhack races a little part of your Saturday night. It's always an honor to do these. It's a really, really good time. And I'd really like to thank the scouts and testers and volunteers again. D4 and Dr. No always doing great work for us. Thank you so much. And hey, let me bring up my list. I want to make sure I get these names right here. Yeah, Fernap Kelgan helping us scout tonight. Dr. No also pitching in. Darkenine, SQL Infection, and Twitch.tv/Sojo helping us out with testing this week. Curran Binavik, the makers. Shoot 'em McGavin, the level. Hope you have a delicious breakfast. But we're kicking it here, waiting for some more clears. This is tough stuff. I want to point this out. This is like a disclaimer. I want to say it every time. Don't look at this race and think, oh, these players that are still working on it, they're bad. That is not the case. These are very difficult levels, and this is not easy. They're making it look a lot easier than it is. Oh, B2. Nice thought, though. They weren't spin jumping. Chucks are an interestingly versatile obstacle because you can spin jump off of them and regular jump off of them. So oftentimes you can use a chuck in this kind of a cool way where you can kind of like have it go between a spin or a regular jump bounce combo. I really like the idea of having the cannon shoot stacks of sprites. That's some kind of next level meta. I hope to see this shooter sprite in some more stuff too. There's just looks like endless possibilities for this. And and still my favorite room, the Goomba room. Best room. Big shout outs to Goomba room. Had a great time, wasn't even playing. Just want to say we didn't get to see it that much. Unfortunately. But it was the best room. I stand by that. Stand by that take. Needs a few bug fixes and improvements that will be released to the public. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks. Really appreciate that. Check out the resources on SMW Central. Many fine friends help out with that. Since 2005, the internet's #1 Super Mario World ROM hacking resource. That's SMW Central. It's SMW Central. It's Central. Yeah, right. It feels like it. Yeah, I can relate. Feels like you didn't even scratch the surface. Yeah, yeah. This is a very good showcase, but a really good for inspiration. All right. So next question: when this gets released, what are you gonna shoot, chat? What hasn't been shot out of a cannon in this level that perhaps ought to be? Jank Pickle, hey, in there for the pipe, room number 9. Pulling ahead, trying to put the pressure on B2. Mario's. No, excuse me. Cannon pipes give you slope speed. Mario gets shot out of a cannon all the time. Already happened. Simpsons did it. Been there. What about a Himari orb that shoots things? Instead of this, it's a Himari orb that chases you and shoots things. Oh wow, you have this so it can update in level with blocks so you can change position frequency in the sprite. That's wild. That's wild. What if it was locked? What if it was locked and it only shot the sprite that Mario was holding? If I'm willing to make a level of it, you'll make it happen. I'll tell you what, if you send me a base ROM, I'll make it happen. I'll build it. I'll make a Himari orb that shoots things level. You got it. You know what? I like that. I like that challenge. I'm here. I'm here for it. We're making live deals right now. B2 getting in the pipe. About to learn an important lesson. Oh, they were skeptical. They were skeptical. Oh, they were skeptical. Cannon that shoots layer 2. Not even like anything on layer 2. Just pure layer 2. The essence of layer 2. You know what? Yeah, I know what. I'll do it. I'll make it. What's the High Mario Orb gonna? It's gonna shoot all kinds of things. The High Mario Orb is going to shoot everything under the sun. You never know what it'll shoot. Maybe it'll shoot something fun. Who knows? Sounds kind of rad. I like this. We're coming up with live deals, coming up with more ridiculous ASM. I like this. Well, there are already the Hammer Brothers that throw Hammer Brothers. That exists. We've seen those. Oh, B2. Oh, B2 DE81. Oh. A lonely Mario and a key stand beside the H. Forlorn. They know. They get it. No, they do. They get it. They're just hanging out. Aww. Oh. Oh. Liminal Mario screens. Jank Pickle, hey. Oh my gosh. No way. Wow. Amazing. Employee of the month. Resident professional cat haver. Jank Pickle with the one-shot ending. That is the only one of those we've seen. Well played. Well played. That was fast. That was some fast reaction and some quick thinking. Well done. The one-shot ending, GG. That was impressive. It took, on average, I think everybody took at least 2 or 3 to beat that. That's the only one shot we've seen. Well played, well played. Another one down. We got Germ Dove. We got Kygam up here in the upper right. Rock and Roll Mario Show. Super Mike down here in the lower left. B2DE in the lower right. Everybody finally out of that cape room, though. Remember back when the Parabeetles were giving us trouble? Oh, Germ Dove, so close. So close. You know, can we give props to Halcyon too, real quick? After their after the crash, their ROM crash, they did actually make it back and win it. I don't think that got pointed out, but that's really good job rallying. Super Mike in the pipe and out of the bullet room. Moving on. Germ Dove, Super Mike on the same section. Kygam as well. B2 trying for that exit. Yeah, cool points for Super Mike getting on the hard mode. Oh, B2. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm allergic to up pipe knives. B2. Sad state of affairs there. B2. Nicely done getting the spin jump, resetting the spin. Oh, no! Oh, I think they thought it was all a fake out. Oh, no. I think they thought that whole thing was a fake out and tried to just grab the key and go to the other side. A logical idea, really. Sometimes you brain more than you should brain. Brain pain. Oh, Germdove, so close. B2. Come on, buddy. They did it on the chuck. They did it on the oh, they tried. They tried. They know they're toast. They tried. I saw the left right. They tried for the turn back and it didn't work out. Ah. Yeah, you know what they say. No brain, no brain. Yeah, Germdove getting pushed into the wall by the floating platform. That's the hammer. That's the amazing flying Hammer Brothers platform. We call them Hammer Brothers in Mario World, but that is not their official name. Their true original official name is Amazing Flying Hammer Brother. They are more than just regular Hammer Brothers. I'm just saying, I want everybody to have enough lore. I want B2 to get this right. They've got it. Okay, now, final jump sequence. Activate. Oh, no! Oh, they threw. Oh. Oh. At the last moment, they threw the key upward in a desperate attempt. Oh, the body language. There's a lot. If you play a lot of Mario World, you play a lot of Kaizo, or really any games, Mario World in particular, I think, there's a certain body language of Mario World that you can kind of read. And that one says, ah! I missed the save. Excuse me. I was my attention was elsewhere. Here goes B2 in the lower right though. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Twice denied. So after a while, my eyes just kind of glaze over, and I'm just like watching. It's just vaguely Mario actions are taking place. Oh, I missed the save. My bad, my bad. What am I doing? Getting fired. You'll appreciate the update. 2 racers on room 9, 2 on room 8, 1 on room 7, 2 on room 6, and 3 on 4. And that's 2 on 9, 2 on 8, 1 on 7, 2 on 6, 3 on 4, now 4 on 4, 2 on 3. So I hear 4, I hear 4, 4 on 3, 4 to 5, 5 to 5, 5 to 5 to 6. You ever see that video where they take their auctioneers and they put hip-hop beats behind it? Super funny. B2, nicely done. Getting out of here. Go home. Go home. Have some pizza. You win. That's it. It's over. You did it. You can go. Good job, though. Well played. Good level. B2DE81 on Twitch. It is Kagem, Germdove, Super Mike hanging out here with us. Proto Pizza in the lower right. Oh, this level is relaxing. Excuse me. This level is relaxing. What if we were to have pizza tonight? We could do it. We have the power. If someone wants a pizza tonight and you can't afford it, talk to me. If you can't afford it, though, buy it yourself. But consider. It's 9:30. It's a Saturday night. We're all hanging out here having a fun time. Consider. Just consider. Germdove. Oh, no. How do we fix this situation? You don't, do you? You don't, do you? Oh, shucks. Oh, Proto Pizza on the Cape section. Man, they almost got that dive. That was good. I do love that color glitch. That's a fun one you can do in vanilla Mario World in the right level. I think Chocolate Island 3, I think, is the setup for it. Germdove, whoa! Wow! Amazing progress, and is that a one-shot? Is that our ending on the... Oh, wow! Proto Pizza in the pipe. 7th room, 2-shot for Germdove. Nicely done. That was very fast. Well played. B2, thank you for the raid. Yo, Endless Ascent. Notable Tunic expert over here. Endless Ascent coming in upper left. Kagem in the upper right. Super Mike, Proto Pizza. Good friends on screen. But you mentioned that local pizza place. I, too, have a local pizza place like that. When I was growing up, there was a place in town, and I remember it was called G's. That's right, it was called G's Pizza. And because I remember the radio commercials, too, and they would be like, it's so good, you'll say, oh, geez. But it was G's Pizza. G's Pizza. And it was delicious. It was special. The crust, it was chewy. They did a sweet, kind of sweet, chewier crust. It was magical. But here's the thing. They were a local franchise, and before I even graduated high school, they went out of business. And here's the weird part. None of my friends remember it at all. I ask my local friends. I ask, hey, does anybody remember this place? Nothing. Silence. Crickets, man. Not a single other local friend I've met. And I can't find a single reference to it anywhere. I've vaguely searched the Historical Society and local newspapers and stuff. I bet I could if I dig. But I can't even find, like, photos of it or any, like, mention of it, right? So perhaps the G stood for ghost because it was the best pizza on earth, and nobody but me remembers it. Nobody but me remembers it. There hasn't been a pizza place here in over 50 years. I don't know what you're referring to. Are you talking about old Sullivan G back in the 1920s? Like, wait a minute, what? No, it was G's. That was the name. It didn't stand for, it just was G's. It didn't stand for anything. It was just G's Pizza. Dude, I guess I'm from the G's Pizza dimension. Because, man, it was so good. It was so good. It was my favorite place. And my parents don't even remember. I've asked them. I'm like, do you remember this G's Pizza? And they're like, no. I'm like, I would ask you to get me that all the time. It was like every day. They didn't. They don't remember. I don't know, man. I miss it. It's a mystery. All my favorite pizza places gone. All my pizzas gone. All my G's gone. I'm sure it's just one of those misunderstandings, and maybe it was only around for a couple of years, and you know, I'm sure truth is not as strange as fiction in this case. But I like to hold on to the lore of the ghost Twilight Zone pizza place. I don't know, man. I might consider paying 1G if I could have one of those pizzas again. That'd be an expensive pizza, and I'd maybe want some friends to go in with it. But if I could have a G's pizza again, I might be willing to pay up to a G. I don't know. That's a small price to pay for a taste of a pizza place from another dimension, you know. Excuse me. Yo, Proto Pizza once again falling victim to the free and easy bullet room. I see how it's easy to get confused here. It makes sense. I don't even think it's a bad room. It's not. It's just it's easy to make the wrong assumption about it. But however you're relaxing on Saturday night, thanks for making Romhack Races a little part of it. Y'all are kind and cool and wonderful. If you'd like to hang out with our community while we're not broadcasting, go over to the website, jump on the Discord server, and if you have questions, want to hack ROMs, learn more, pretty much anything and everything Kaizo Mario, if you're into that and you want to hang out with us, jump on over, say hey. It's a cool spot. Get it? See, cool spot? See what I did there? But we need some brains, strats here. Endless Ascent, Kaigem, Super Mike, Proto Pizza. Looking for room number 9. Proto Pizza on 7. This is such a comfy level. I love these clouds. They're just up there, just being all poofy. Like you just want to take a comfy nap. How are your pets doing? How are your cats? And also dogs. But really the cats. How are they? Are the cats alright? What, you know, personal shout out. Speaking of cats being alright, which I'm assuming they are. Personal shout out to Hank Sinatra, who has been really busting their chops on Search for Salmon. The money that they're making during that stream is being donated to a local animal charity, which I thought was very, very kind and cool. And I wanted to give them a shout out. That's twitch.tv/Hank Sinatra. Hey, Super Mike, nice job. In the pipe, moving on to room number 9. First one out of room 8. Well played. Cat is curled up by the heater. That's a great place for the cat to be. That sounds like an ideal spot. Cats love heaters. You know, like you get a cat, but then you have to get a heater for your cat. And then you have to get like a chair for your cat. And then you have to get a TV so your cat can watch TV. And then, you know, it's got to get like a table. Got to get a bowl for him. Got to get another pillow. Heck, Mallow has his own teepee. It's more of a yurt, really. I have a space heater right next to me. I get cold. Don't mess around with getting cold. I posted, when we got Mallow that little cat yurt, I posted a photo of him on Twitter, and I was just like, we got Mallow a teepee, and I forget who it was, but someone commented immediately, it's about damn time. You know what? You're not even wrong. You're right. It is about time. Cats kind of are a living sort of, if you give a cat a heater sort of book. And that's the thing, too, is that you want to give the cat the things. It's like, it works. You become ensnared. I want him to have a pillow. I will go out, if you want, I will go out and get him a pillow. I have thought specifically, like, wouldn't it be cool? You know what I want to get for him? I want to get a big hamburger pillow. So he can nap on a big hamburger. Like, does he need a big hamburger pillow? No, he doesn't. But I would enjoy him napping on a big hamburger pillow. It's really more for me. But he would also enjoy it. So I'm going to go, you know, go find him a big hamburger pillow. Like one that's like big enough for him to like be on top of. Just think that'd be great. Why does he not sleep on a big hamburger? He totally could. I enjoy the cat being happy. When the cat is happy, I am also happy. It is an investment in my own happiness. That's the emote that I was thinking of, Rainbow Llamas, because Skytree made that. And so we were talking about it, like, why doesn't Mallow have a big sandwich to sleep on? He would love one. He would love a big fish sandwich to sleep on. That would be amazing. You know, I have a weird feeling we're going to be seeing this blaster sprite more. I just have a strange hunch we haven't seen the last of ye old blaster sprite. That's a tongue twister. Sprite blaster. What's this officially called? Sprite blaster sprite? I saw Kagan with the save. They got the P speed by respawning the gray platform. Nice try. That ending leap is tougher than it looks. Well, it does more than spawn them. IMO. It shoots them at your face. Well, it kind of spawns the platforms. Yo, Proto Pizza, yes! Yes, they cracked the code. I was waiting for that moment. I really like those light bulb moments. They did it. They cracked the code. They are spinning on their way on to room number 8. Nicely done. Good job, Proto Pizza. Yo, yes, Kagem. Way to play. CO clearing the para beetle room. Good job, CO. Kagem moving on to room number 9. Super Mike trying to get out of room number 9. Super Mike in the lead right now. Endless Ascent working on room number 8. Endless Ascent, champion Tunic player. Super Mike doing pretty well at this last section. They are just about through here. Going for the spin too on the gray platform landing. There's 2 ways that you could get through that part. Depending on where you grab the coin, you either get through it by bouncing on the chuck or you kill the chuck and use the fireball. So kind of noticing where the Pobodo's reflecting pattern is going to take it is clutch. That's a good skill to have. And you don't see it come up as much as it might seem. Endless Ascent. A little bit of cheese to get into the pipe there. Lost the cape, but they managed to use the iframes to get on the winged platform and in the pipe. Nicely done. You don't see Pobodo. That's a characteristically Valdio thing. Valdio likes to use those reflecting Pobodos, and you're like surfing on them. I want to say Valdio had kind of invented or coined that for Kaizo. It's not a skill you see come up very much, but it's really helpful to have. If you're not surfing on the Pobodos, you might have to dodge them while they hang out and bounce around somewhere. And, of course, boo lasers also like bounce the same way. So if you're used to dodging how Pobodos kind of angle off walls and things, you also could apply that to boos as well. Yeah, it's the DVD logo game. So if you're good at the DVD logo game and you're good at telling when it's really about to hit the corner, then you'll be a little bit better at Pobodo management. But being able to kind of track its movement and figure out where it's going to be and how it's going to bounce can really save your butt in some tight situations. You know, everybody remembers the DVD logo game, but only real OG G's Pizza havers will remember the animated menus on DVDs. I don't think you young folks would recall. I doubt that's a thing. Do people even buy DVDs anymore? It's all what, Blu-ray now? But yeah, the animated menus on DVDs, that used to be a feature. They would like plug that on the back of the DVD like, "Hey, I know you've seen The Simpsons, but why don't you buy it on DVD because it's got interactive animated menus." Isn't that fun? It's not really that interesting. But so many nights when we lived at our old apartment, me and my buddy, so many nights we'd fall asleep. We'd fall asleep with The Simpsons DVD on, and then wake up in the morning, and that silly animated thing at the menu would just be looping over and over and over and over again. Many mornings waking up being like, freaking Simpsons intro. Nowadays, folks don't much care for animated menus. Used to make them with heart back in the day. Now most folks would rather just watch the content. Busy city folks don't have time for interactive DVD menus anymore. Yo, CO Cadelic off screen on the Cape Room though. GG. We usually schedule about 2 hours for these broadcasts. It looks like overtime might take us a little bit tonight. We try to get as many clears as we can. I don't know if tonight's the night for overtime, given that this level might be kind of longish. We'll see what's up. We're hoping for some more clears. Endless Ascent, Kagem, Super Mike, Proto Pizza, CO, working hard. A lot of brave individuals for this one. I appreciate that. I give you all a bravery badge. Big one. Big gold one. Super Mike in the pipe. Now, what are you going to do? Oh, gonna learn. That's what they're going to do. They're going to learn about cliffs. How you shouldn't walk toward the edge of a cliff when you don't have control of the character. What? Do I know what actually causes the color glitch? No. No, I don't. What causes it is when, like, the bow... Whoop, here goes Kagem. About to learn. It happens when the bow... Whoop, when that little oval is, like, not situated properly on Mario. But, like, as for, like, what's happening in the code, I couldn't even tell you. It's just, you gotta, like, unsituate the oval. That's how it works in vanilla. I think it's Chocolate Island 3. It's the one with the resi double midair at the end for the small only. If you touch the gold tape up at the top of the platform up at the end of that level, if you fly up to the gold tape but you don't move the camera, you'll activate that. Oh, Kagem, no. We're close to some clears here. Jeez, I like this. Right about the 2 hour mark, though. We're getting very close. Endless Ascent working on it. Kagem's seen the pipe. Super Mike. Proto Pizza, one room behind. Endless Ascent. Nicely done. That was fast. Oh, I think they saw what to do. Wow, we're going to get some quick clears here. Don't blink. It's all coming together. The whole Cusco thing. Kagem back again. Now what are you going to do? Oh, they tried. Nice try, nice try. They know it, yeah. It has to do with how they grab the final coin. The whether or not how the chuck stack moves around at the end. That it has to do with when and where they grab that final coin, which I think they notice, but it can still be a little bit tricky to pull off. Super Mike lining up for another chance. Oh! Thought that was it. Dang, yo, Super Mike, great consistency right now. Nicely played. They have been putting in some work here. Ah! Trying to get under. I think they get it too. That's a tough leap. Those brown platforms, those aren't the normal platforms. They are actually, I think they're supposed to be floating in water. And by suspending them in the air like that, they drop immediately as soon as Mario touches them. Those brown line platforms. Uh-oh, yeah, did we? Uh-oh. Oh no. Did Sushi Sushi Fox. Did Sushi Mike crash out? Oh no. We do everything we can to prevent this. We have had crashes. Oh, don't be sorry. It's nice to see you. We have had crashes rarely. It's one of those things that is a little bit tough to prevent against in every case. That's rough though. Apologies, and that's a rough situation. Kagem for another try. Under now. Can they get the keyhole? Oh! Yeah, that's the thing. These are, when you poke the bear that is SMW, sometimes you get crashes. That's the thing, is at a certain point, these are ROM hacks of an old game being played on a lot of different setups. Some people might be on emulators, some people might be on hardware, some people might be on clone console. You never know. And because of that, yeah, things can unfortunately happen. That's an unfortunate one. My apologies. It's really nobody's fault. These things happen. Bummer. Right at the end, too. Yo, as a consolation, hit up our pal, twitch.tv/supermike. Give them a follow, and they're very kind. Kagem. This time for sure. No! Yo, Super Mike. Good race. Good race. Endless Ascent about to learn. Super Mike, good race. Good race. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's a rough situation. I mean, you have it, right? You have the win. Good race. Good job. Thank you for racing. That's twitch.tv/super_Mike. Go hit him up with a follow. Good job. Can we get some hearts in chat for Super Mike? That was a very good race, well played, and unfortunate right there at the very end. Sorry. Sore E. Couple of sore E's for sure. Kagem. Yo, Kagem. Ah, shucks. Ah, jeez. We got Ceocadelic down here in the Cape section. We got Proto Pizza room 8. Kagem and Endless Ascent working on room 9. Potential clear for Kagem. They're right here. I hope it's a good summer for everybody. That is the thing that's giving me hope. Warm weather. Getting a little warmer out. Grass is turning green again. The wind isn't frosty and full of death. It's giving me hope. It is. Thank you for the gift sub, Super Mike. Enjoy your brand new Romhack race emotes. They're really cool. They combo well with all your other favorite streamers' pre-existing emotes. Made by the one and only Skytree. While we're hanging out here, I want to let you know again, romhackraces.com is our website. Go and check it out if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what we do and download any of the patches for these levels to try them out for yourself. They're a lot of fun, and playing one Romhack race level can be cool in a way that playing a whole hack might be a little frustrating. Kagem, yeah! Ooh, right up on the top there. Right up at the very tip top of the keyhole. Kagem getting in. Nicely done. But check out our site if you want to learn a little bit more. We do these races every Saturday evening at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And come and watch if you just want to hang out. I really appreciate that folks make this a little part of your day, a little part of your Saturday. We got Code Synth in the upper right. Shout-outs to Code Synth. Working hard. I appreciate the determination from folks tonight. This is a tough level, and people are really giving it a good shot. So well played for everyone involved. Once again, here at the end of the broadcast, I'd just like to shout out Darkanine, SQL Infection, and Sojo again for helping us test Kerr and Binavik, makers of this level tonight. We really appreciate that. Furnap and Kelgand, as well as Dr. No on Scouts. And, of course, the ever-lovely D to the Fourth, helping us out with the website and running the leaderboard for us. She is kind of wonderful. And Romhack Races would not be what it is without the volunteer work that people put in behind the scenes. Thank you for that. Thanks for making Romhack Races a little part of your Saturday evening. We'll be back next week, 8 o'clock, with a level from Orca, BLN. And if you're looking for a little bit of Orca stuff, I heard there was a Titan Mario tournament going on pretty soon, so check that out too. Orca recently partnered and a really talented maker, so don't miss that. That'll be 8 o'clock next week, right here, same time, same place, Romhack Races. What else have I got? You heard it all. You're all very wonderful. Thank you. Oh, yeah, was that? Yeah, we rated Calco, and they smashed the Titan World Record, so, you know. So, there's that. Calco, you know, if I, my personal fan, I'm a fan of Calco's gameplay. For tonight, though, we scheduled 2 hours for these broadcasts. We are not going to take it into overtime tonight. However, the racers are able to keep working on the level if they want. D to the Fourth is super kind about that. She lets them put the times in. She lets them. She's very nice about that. So we are going to go take it over for a raid. We raid someone at the end of the night. But if you want a little bit more Kaizo in your life, go and follow the racers. Here goes Endless Ascent for the buzzer beater. Oh, no! Oh, yeah, you know. They know. Thanks for following. We'll see y'all again really, really soon on Romhack Races. These are always fun. It is a pleasure. For my friends, I have been GlitchCat7. You probably knew that. For my friends, I may be back on stream on Monday. I may stream tomorrow night, but I'm seeing some friends for the weekend and spending a little bit of time with my grandma, who's in town. So I will see y'all again when I see you either tomorrow or Monday. Until then, nice try, Endless. And we'll raid Silent Snake. They are kind and working on their stream, working on their Kaizo skills, hanging out on the Romhack race level. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. You are very kind. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your heart matters. Your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet. So I'm one long boy for it. And the people that matter to you in your lives, would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter. LGBTQIA plus lives matter. Indigenous lives matter. Disabled lives matter. You too. Keep on hacking, everybody. Thank you so much for being the kind people that you are. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Have a good evening. Peace.